without further ado, our great governor of our great state of Wisconsin, Governor Scott Walker.
Today's about Loyalty Day, and I appreciate both here in the state of Wisconsin, and I particularly want to thank the city of West Bend and the West Bend VFW Post 1393 and its auxiliary for hosting you all here today. I want to thank the National Commander-in-Chief for coming and for the State Commander for inviting me. But I particularly want to thank all of you here. As I mentioned before, the veterans and your families, but specifically I want to thank those individuals who brought children with you today. You see, when I was a kid growing up in a small town called Delavan, I still remember every year, Memorial Day and Veterans Day and other activities like this, and my parents would drag me out there, and over the years I was in scouts, like some of the scouts that are helping out back there. And I got to tell you, it was never lost on me, even though as a young kid I may have wondered why I was coming out to events like this, but after a while I started to meet the veterans, like Claire Condon, who served just down the block, lived down the block from me, but served in World War I and World War II. And I realized the sacrifice that he had made and his family had made, and it all started to make sense. It made sense as to why organizations like the VFW ensure that we have Loyalty Day, not just nearly a century ago, but why we still have it today. It's not just to say thank you to our veterans, it's to ensure that our children never forget the sacrifices that were made to allow us to live in a country as great as the United States of America, a state that once, or a country that once was great, is great today and forever will be, as long as our children and their children and future generations do not forget the sacrifices that were made. Loyalty is not only loyalty to a country, it's loyalty to those principles to ensure that it continues for generations to come. Thank you for being here today.